William Lawson, MLC. The 2nd of June 1774 to 16 June 1850. Was an English-born explorer, landowner, grazier and politician who migrated to Sydney, New South Wales in 1800. With Gregory Blaxland and William Wentworth, he participated in the first successful crossing of the Blue Mountains by European settlers. Early life and migration to Australia. Lawson was born in Finchley, Middlesex, England, son of Scottish parents who had lived at Kirkpatrick. He trained as a surveyor but later bought a commission in the New South Wales Corps and migrated to Sydney, arriving in November 1800. Shortly after his arrival he was posted to work at the military station at Norfolk Island. It was here that he met Sarah Ledbetter, whom he married and had 11 children. By 1813, when Lawson was invited by Gregory Blaxland to join him in attempting to cross the Blue Mountains, he had become an established colonial officer and pastoralist in New South Wales with lands in Concord and Prospect. Crossing the Blue Mountains, Lawson commenced his exploration of the Blue Mountains alongside Blaxland and William Charles Wentworth on the 11th of May 1813. He kept a journal of the expedition titled W. Lawson's Narrative, Across Blue Mountains. Single quote. In his first entry he writes, Mr. Blaxland, Wentworth and myself with 4 men and 4 horses laden with provisions etc. took our departure on Tuesday the 11th of May 1813. Crossed the Nepean River at Mr. Chapman's farm Emma Island at 4 o'clock and proceeded SW 2 miles. Encamped at 5 o'clock at the foot of the first Neog of hills. On the 31st of May 1813, the party reached the most westerly point of their expedition, now known as Mount Blaxland. On this day, Lawson writes, this country will I have no doubt be a great acquisition to this colony and no difficulty in making a good road to it, and take it in a political point of view if in case of our invasion it will be a safe retreat for the inhabitants with their families, and that for this part of the country is so formed by nature that a few men would be able to defend the passes against a large body. Later life. After the crossing, Lawson, like Blaxland and Wentworth, was rewarded with a grant of 1,000 acres, 4 square kilometers, of land by Governor Macquarie. He selected his land along the Campbell's River, part of the Bathurst settlement, for which he was appointed commandant until his retirement in 1824. Whilst commandant he continued to undertake expeditions, and 1821, with Constable Blackman, discovered the Cudgegong River and further explored Mudgee and its outlying regions. After Lawson retired from the army he entered politics and became a member of the New South Wales Legislative Council for County of Cumberland from 1843 to 1848. He died at his estate, Veteran Hall in Prospect, on 16 June 1850. The town of Lawson in the Blue Mountains is named after him. Following Lawson's death, Veteran Hall was eventually acquired by the Metropolitan Water Board and most of the granted property is now submerged by the waters of Prospect Reservoir. The house was demolished in 1926. In 1963 Lawson was honored, together with Blaxland and Wentworth, on a postage stamp issued by Australia Post depicting the Blue Mountains crossing. Additional resources listed by the Australian Dictionary of Biography. Historical Records of New South Wales. Vols 4-7. Historical Records of Australia. Series 1. Vols 3-8. 10. 11. 13. 14. 16. H. Selkirk. Discovery of Mudgee. Journal of the Royal Australian Historical Society. 8. 1922. C. H. Bertie. The Lawsons. Home. Sydney. 1 January 1932. E. C. Lawson. Lawson of Veteran Hall. Microfilm. State Library of New South Wales. Farmer and Settler. 10 December 1954. W. Lawson Journals. 1813. 1821-22. State Library of New South Wales. Bonwick Transcripts. Biography. Volume 3. State Library of New South Wales. William Lawson Crossing the Blue Mountains. State Library of NSW. Tony Dawson. 2012. Lawson, William. Dictionary of Sydney. Dictionary of Sydney Trust. Retrieved 9 October 2015.